Hello everybody, Hobbyist here with a New Year's Day response video for Magnus's giveaway over at Yankees 42. He wants to know what are the 5 video games that you still own that you played the most when you were younger. So I'm going to go through the 5 that I have. The first one is going to be kind of obscure. It's a Vagrant Story. It is a role-playing game. I played it for quite a few years. I never actually beat it, and you'll find that's a theme in all the games that I like. There's a few exceptions, but I like games that you don't have to finish, and Vagrant Story was one of those. I mean, you did have to finish it eventually, but I couldn't finish this one because I could never beat the last guy. But yep, Vagrant Story is one of the ones I played a lot as younger. Another one I played when my youngest was a baby, or just born, was Fallout New Vegas. I played it quite a bit whenever she was a baby, because there was long sleepless nights, and so I played New Vegas. And I love the Fallout franchise because you don't have to finish it. I will put an honorable mention in here. I did play a few honorable mentions. I did play a lot of Mario Brothers as a kid, but I don't own those anymore. I think I do have them on a DS somewhere, but I have no idea where that DS is. I also played Grand Theft Auto, Liberty City, and 3, and Vice City. I played all those, and 4 and 5. I played all those a lot, but not in my childhood. That was more here recently. Another one I played a lot as a teenager was Resident Evil 2. This is actually one of the first ones that came out. It came out for Christmas one year, and I went in there to ask for a copy, and they didn't have any more, so they had to give me a rain check. So this is the actual one from, what, 1997, I think, when it first came out. I think it was 97. If you don't know much about this game, it's a zombie game, but it was unique for its time. You would play either this disc first. I can't get this open. I can't get it open. Or this disc first. And depending on how you play it, you play as one player, then you go back through and play as another player. And how you played the first section affected how you played the second section. I thought that was pretty neat. And it scared the crap out of me when I was younger. The next two are games that I played with friends a lot. Well, first one is Twisted Metal 2. We played a lot of Twisted Metal 2. Me and my friends. We put the guns on. They had a code for stronger guns. It was the same guns that the computer players used, but it was for you. You started out with really whip guns, but we put in stronger guns, the stronger gun code, and we would just play through. We would try to beat it without dying, basically, and we've done it a couple times, but usually they would get us once or twice. We played this a lot. We really did. We got really good at that game. We would also put it on God mode, where you couldn't die, and go to the rooftops and try to knock each other off the roof, because that's the only way you can die. We thought that was fun too. And the number one game that we played a lot as youngsters was Need for Speed, the original Need for Speed. We played that game so much that we had records for everything. Records for crashes, records for the speed, or who finished the certain tracks the fastest. I held the record for longest time in the air. Well, what it would be is whenever you wrecked and you go up in the air, we would start a timer at 1/4 speed, and I was in the air for 33 seconds at 1/4 speed, and that's the only record I remember. We had one for number of flips. I think my dad had that one. He flipped like 7.5 times, and we would play. We'd always get the Lamborghinis because they were the fastest, and you could slow them things down. They didn't have very good brakes, and you'd hit something, you'd flip like crazy. But yes, we played this game a whole lot. I usually played the Lamborghini, and my friends, I think they did the Ferrari. But I always like that. The Ferrari has better handling than the Lamborghini, but I love Lamborghinis, so that's why I always play the Lamborghini. So those are the 5 games I played the most as a kid and young adult. And go check out Magnus's channel, because he has an awesome channel. It will not be linked though. Just go check him out. I'll leave the name down that you can copy and paste, and it's not the girl. It's not the girl Yankees 42. Thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you next time.